All right, hold on 1 second. Let me see something.
Now, if you respond quickly, so you prefer to hear about other big changes.
Oh, what happened?
Good thing you respond really quickly, so we can know that you're not part of the craziness that we saw it.
Oh yeah.
Nothing to say about this.
Yeah, I'm just like, yo, I have no idea what's going on. Don't hold me responsible. Like I'm lost. I don't know what put the battery in his back. So, please just know that. And I know it's probably not going to help. Like, probably don't matter what I say. And the timing is bad because I had just received a message, from his wife, and she was just like, "Hey, we miss you. How you doing? I haven't seen you in a while." And I was like, "Oh, hey," I just kind of like sent the little heart emojis with a little grin because I was going to probably pop up on them. But it's just like that, man. The timing. It's just like just when I was just like I'm gonna pop up on them, it's just like drama. It's just like, and it ain't even my fault. So yeah, sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles. So how you doing this morning?
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Okay. I just like goes weird because I was like, I was watching YouTube and stuff, and I was like, past that, I woke up, and I was like, oh, it's so cold. Damn. I was like, hey, I must have been tired, and then I went to sleep, and then woke up at 4 because I went off. I was like, let me sleep some more, so I went to sleep again at woke up at 7. Just shower and everything.
You know what's interesting though? And I think this is probably why I like where I moved. People around here work doubles like it's just regular.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't know people that lived around here worked so hard. Now the thing is, to me,
I think they're responsible. That's why I think they're responsible.
Well, see, yeah, like for me, right? I started working so much because I understood that I needed to make up for the fact that, this was kind of me owning my own mistakes. Like, I didn't live up to my potential. And so if I want to get even close to where I should be, I have to work twice as hard, right? Now, originally, as you know, I considered working 3 times as hard. And, it was okay. I was able to pull it off, but it was very tough. I wouldn't say stressful. It's just more so time was very strict. Like I had to be out of certain places at a certain time, no exceptions. I had to, say, hey, talk to the supervisor. Hey, I got to leave at this time. I'm sorry. I got another place I got to be. Like, it's just like time was very strict. Like there was no room for, 5 more minutes or none of that. So I noticed that like I had a watch on all the time. Time was very important, right? And when I cut it down to just 2 jobs, that kind of went away somewhat, but it kind of moved more towards scheduling. So I got really into like calendars and making sure that everything was spaced out calendar wise, because then I had to start scheduling when I would run errands and go visit family and friends and stuff. So I noticed it's like working that much helps you get really organized. But of course, now I'm doing doubles at the same job, so I don't have to have like 3 jobs. And so now it's not nearly as necessary, but I do remember that though. But people in North Carolina, that's just how they do stuff. It's just weird. Like, I feel like it's a perfect fit or something. Like, I came down here, just trying to start over, but I feel like I found my people. It's weird, right? It's just so, I don't know. It's interesting. Yeah.
I think maybe on a limb might be that. Maybe exactly. I'm not sure why.
I don't know. It's just.
Huh?
I mean, I have no idea. I don't know. I mean, I guess if it helps, when he stopped by, I don't listen. I tried to get a straight answer out of him, but he left a tub of gravy on my on my car. I was like, what is this? And it's just like, it's just, he's made it sound like, oh, just left some, it's gravy. Trust me, it's not dude. It's like, I mean, I understand that you wouldn't leave poop on my car. I'm not asking that. I'm asking, what's up with this? Like, you ain't say nothing to me. You say, oh, and by the way, I'm gonna leave some gravy here for you. No, you just left the gravy there. I was like, so yeah, I told him, I was like, do I have to worry about you becoming unhinged? He got mad. I was like, so yeah, I don't know what's going on with him. I'll have to have a good talking to with him a little later, because yeah, today's gonna be busy for me. Right after I get done doing this, I gotta try to get whatever sleep I can, and I have to go right back in. So yeah. So it's good to hear that you're doing okay, though. I liked your hesitant answer, though, because usually you answer like right away. You waited.
Yeah, I kind of think about it because I was groggy, because I was like, what did I do? And I think I was trying to watch some stuff, like I was watching Topic Battle and all that stuff. And I think I was going to watch an anime or play some Elden Ring. And also I was like, I just blinked out. So trying to recollect that. It was kind of weird.
Wow. Yeah, I haven't had that quite happen. I think I told you I had the.
And then I was thinking about thinking a little bit about like what is the person going on, and saw the text. I was like, what's going on? This is weird. And then I was like, your response. I was like, okay.
Well,
so I thought it's funny. So
okay. Well, for what it's worth, this next one we're gonna do. I was really. Oh, Abby?
Episode 46?
Yes, episode 46. We're skipping ahead. So as you know, I've been kind of struggling because I'm trying to balance work and this project. So what I figured I'd do is I just skip ahead to one that I'm actually excited about, and I figured maybe that would help. But I've been wanting you to check this one out for a while. Now there are some, I know you want to see some boss fights, but this is one of my personal favorites because I wanted you to check out, like I said, it's like a really interesting farming spot that I found. And I want to get your opinion on whether you think I'm correct or not. You know what I mean? Now the thing is, I did struggle with what's a good level to come and farm this place, right? But I don't know. I feel like I'm at the appropriate level, but it's just that my character's really cheap too. So it's like, I don't know if I'm winning because I'm cheap or what. Cause you can instantly lose. Like you'll see, like just as easily as I can win, I can lose. But of course, I think I told you like offline, my technique is just as long as I'm gaining runes, like I don't really care. So it's kind of like it's almost like a win-win situation for me. If I win everything, like I win big. If I don't and I lose fast, like I win a little bit, but it's more than I would get doing anything else, at least so far. So I guess I'll let you check it out, and then I guess we'll discuss it a little bit afterward.
Okay. That sounds good. I want to hit play.
All right. So we're going to do it in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. But yeah.
I like the fact that you added that intro because the previous one didn't have the intro.
Oh, sometimes it just jumps right into it. That's usually when I'm trying to get a few in as fast as I can, because sometimes I have to pause and go do something else and then break up the episode. So I don't know. Maybe I should always close out and then come back in. Maybe it makes it easier. I don't know. That's just, I don't feel like we've run into any trouble, so I haven't found it to be necessary. I mean, unless you think that's best, but it'll be up to you, you know. And then I think
I like introduction and stuff, but we can skip, you don't have the introductory time. I just like it.
So I want you to pay very close attention to this, so you can see what I mean. So I'm assuming here, this is the average enemy. So you can see how tough this. Yeah. So I think they're worth like 800 something. Not bad, right? But this is the jackpot enemy right here. Yeah. Got interrupted. Yeah, see, this is why I like this ability. It just goes right through walls. Doesn't care.
Yeah. So is their ability too.
I mean, that's true, but it's one of those things where it's just like, it's all. Oh, you know what? I just remembered. So you remember way back when I used to play Elden Ring, and you remember how I used to complain about how cheap the enemies were, but then you showed me that you can do the same thing back to them.
Yeah.
And it kind of made it less annoying to deal with. I think I took that lesson to heart. Now, I definitely thought it was cheesy that they could just do the poison and you could be hiding on the other side of a wall and you'll still get hit with it. But I think once I got access to the Dragon Breath and it could do exactly the same thing, it stopped mattering, you know. So I was like, well, yeah, I can do it too. So I guess that's just one of the rules of the game, you know. If you do mist, it goes through walls. So
I never thought about putting a man to that item slot.
Oh.
Just go into permanent equipment. That's pretty sweet. It's a small detail, but yeah, that makes it a lot easier.
Well, there you go. See, I wasn't expecting something that simple to be like, hey, look what you can do. But to be honest with you, if I'm being honest, I think it would probably be best equipped in the quick slot. The only reason I don't have it there is because I'm still using the Rhea Lucaria summons. But I don't use them enough to justify that slot being there, so I could probably easily move the lantern there if I wanted to.
Yeah, but I don't even use quick slots, so.
Okay.
That's why I just thought you thought it would be regular slots. But yeah, I used to that would be easy because like going to your item thing and equipping it, scroll down and grabbing it takes time. You want to be more efficient.
Okay. Yeah, see, honestly, I wasn't even thinking of it that way. It's just, I really like my torch, but as you can see in an area like this, yeah, it's not gonna work. But I don't know if
1,518 for the old women.
There you go. So if I'm correct, there's 3 of the elder bats in there, right? And there's about 4 or 5 of the regular bats. So I kind of did some rough math on that. But the B&B of this entire place is the fact that after you take them out, they count as a group. So whatever you use, you get some of that back. And I think...
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think I get it here because I think one of them...
There's the room 4. No, we dropped the room 4. That's on the regular bat, not the old woman.
Now, yeah, that's what I was saying. The elder ones drop rune 9s.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I was just like, this is a great place because even if you don't get the 9s, you can get the 4s from the regular bats.
Yeah, I didn't know they dropped rune I can see why this is a good place to farm.
But this is the really good reason. So you come here on the roof, and I'm sure you've been here before. But if you know the area, and this is because I've been through it a few times, I kind of generally know their their spawning spots. So you get the first hit, you know, and you can stun them, you know. Yeah, and then basically just, you know, free souls or free rooms. And I forgot how much they give you. It's a pretty decent amount. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, not bad.
1,000 a month.
Yep. And if you're smart, you can bring them out one by one. Now there are.
Your character died. I didn't realize when he actually got freaking died.
Oh yeah, it's just like this place. I'll give it credit. It's very chaotic. So sometimes if you have help and they die, like you won't even notice. But there are some areas that trigger more than one. And I try to avoid it, but it's kind of tough to do. You have to be really patient to do that. But as you can see, like they're super easy to kill, so it's like it's a really great farming spot. And they can't aim, as you can see.
Why is your character low right now?
That is a good question. I have no idea.
Maybe you'll open the menu and see.
Yeah, I have no idea. I think I'm not quite 100 yet. I would say maybe I might be in the 60s or something. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't really been paying attention. Look at that. That's crazy. I actually blocked that too. Yeah, they are tough, but yeah, they're pretty easy to beat. They're just like regular soldiers. That's pretty much what I figured. It's like, of course, they do more damage and they have a few more moves, but for the most part, they're just regular soldiers. And I think, surprisingly enough, they don't do nearly as much damage as the Kalish soldiers that are in the Divine Tower, and that's kind of surprising because the Divine Tower soldiers can actually one-shot me. So that's kind of surprising that they're weaker. Because I think this is a bit further in than the tower, so now I'm not sure how rare that is. Oh, somebody I think rated my message up. I don't remember which one it was. But I have two of them that are doing pretty good. But I think you have to be online to get rated though. And I haven't been playing lately, so you know, trying to get caught up. But as soon as I get back on though.
Oh, when you put a message, they can raid you?
Oh yeah. Players can rate you. And you get healed too, by the way. If they rate your message up, it'll heal you to full health.
Oh. Is that a Dark Soul thing?
So I remember it in Dark Souls 3 specifically. But I do know that you were always able to rate messages in all the games. I just never really entertained that mechanic until the third game. So I'm assuming that you can always get healed. I'm thinking. But I know for certain in Dark Souls 3 that it works that way.
Okay.
But you see how just humble like this one area is. It's just a rickety like fort, you know. But it's so moody.
Plus, I got a grace. If you die, at least you have to travel so far to find this place.
See, there you go. That's one of the key elements of a good farming spot. Is convenience.
Praising you again.
Yep. See, at this point, I'm just like, all right. Get them all together. And that's another thing I like is that you can control the spread as much as you want. Yeah. That's why I can't wait to use it in PvP. I want to see I want to see somebody try to dodge it. That's gonna be entertaining to watch. Instant death. Yep, that's how easy it is to die.
Yeah. Your no reason is a good place at your level because they can one shot you. So
now see.
So yeah, wherever you are, this is a good place to farm.
Yeah, but see the question I have, right? Am I in a place that's too high level for me? And I'm putting up quotations because that technically doesn't exist in these games, right?
Yeah, they are not balanced and it's weird.
Yeah. But I will say, one of the questions I do have is it could also be maybe I leveled my character wrong. So that could be just
they fell down. At least they didn't get the last part of it. You could die there. Nice. Oh, you missed it. There you go. Yeah, well, not half to your waist is above your head.
But I guess as you can tell, like I've been practicing. But that's how.
So you see the rain, like the holes in that roof and stuff. Yeah, they have to make the rain come through the game. They have to show that.
No, but see, that's
they do it. Their aesthetics.
That's kind of what I mean. Like, that's why every place has this almost this very special feel to it. You know what I mean? Like, wow, this really? Like, for example, in Skyrim, right? For something as simple as certain places, if there's a hole in the roof, or like if it's like I'm just gonna call it like a canopy because I'm not sure what they would call it back in ancient times. But like just the simple idea of a canopy protecting you from the rain, or a hole in the roof having the rain come through. Would you believe that these are things that had to be modded into Skyrim? It's just like that's kind of what I mean. It's just like in order to get Skyrim to feel like anywhere close to like how Elden Ring feels, like you had to do a lot of modding and it still doesn't come close. As far as like attention to detail, you know.
Yeah, the flames, so the flames of the wind blowing, the flames are going the direction of the wind. They didn't have to do that either.
Oh, see, I didn't even notice that. Dang, you pointed that out. I didn't notice that at all.
See that? The torch.
Oh.
You don't have to do that. Yeah. They have to put that detail in there.
Nah, you're right. Yeah, I was gonna ignore that, dude.
Even the particles, too. Even the particles are little flake things. Look at all the little dots. They have to do that either.
That's true. But I think they understand something that a lot of devs don't. Is when you do these things, it all adds up. You know?
You pay attention to the effects, you know, lighting with the names, like right and little symbols. It lights up areas, so it's like they have to do that either, but they do it.
Mm-hmm.
Each thing has a light. Like even your spirit summon generates a little light.
Yeah, I bought nothing but those magic bolts. I just spent time just investing.
Oh, magic stuff?
Mm-hmm. So basically, all my ammo is like special ammo. That's what I decided.
You got people?
So far I just have regular bolts and the magic ones, but I think I eventually switched the magic ones to my main slot because I think I'm gonna replace the other ones with I think I found some sort of lightning bolts, and so I'm just gonna have both of those as my main ammo. Like no more regular bolts. That's it. Because once I found, and I think that guy, the one I found, sells an infinite amount of them. Oh, and there you go. That's what makes this farming spot so good. Is once you kill all the bats, you get your stuff back. Well, you know, some of it.
Yeah, some of the potions back, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's like now you can go up to the top and farm some more.
Yeah, this time your Banshee Knight survives, so you'll be coming up with you.
Mm-hmm. And to be fair,
it makes them have to climb up here. They can teleport. That'll be such a pain. Hurry up,
no, but you notice how they're consistent, right? See, you see how I got my message got rated up and I got healed, but I drunk Estus anyway.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know. But no. What I was saying is, notice how it's consistent, where banished knights can just teleport, right? So it's not weird. It's not like, oh, my banished knight can teleport. No, even enemies can teleport. That's just how they work. So I thought that was cool.
We're also spirit summoning stuff. Sky helmet and a smoldering butterfly. They be dropping the weird. Some of these monster characters and they be dropping the weirdest stuff.
Well, to be fair, them dropping the smoldering butterfly isn't that weird, because they throw the bombs that make them.
But
so
that's the bomb instead of the butterfly.
Yeah, but remember, you have to craft those though. So basically, what they're saying is they have them in their inventory because they craft them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Like, So yeah, that's kind of what I mean when I be talking about the attention to detail. Is it's like when I play this game enough, I kind of start understanding stuff. Yeah. So he's getting back. I would say I feel bad for him, but I don't. Not at all. Look at this. Look how overzealous he is. Look, I didn't even get a chance to do anything. Look at him. Oh, man. Yeah, he ain't saying a chance. Yeah, he's getting wrecked. Poor guy. Yeah, he deserved that, though. But yeah, they have the exploding pot, so I think that's why they dropped the smoldering butterflies, because that's what you use to craft them. And I think they also dropped the regular bolts too. So, and of course their armor set. I'm not sure if they drop anything else, or if they have something rare that they drop. But I'll find out, because I'll be coming back here, you know, once I get caught up, because I just like this area too much.
Paradise, I see you. Say hi for me.
That's why I love AI, is because like they're not subject to the same stuff you are. And I think this is where I wanted to just test out, like, what'll happen if I just breathe right in his face? Oof. Yeah, that hurts. Whee! Notice how much I use emergency heal.
You need a stronger version of that.
I mean, yeah. This one seems fine, though. I mean, unless they use the same...
Huh?
No, I'm saying...
more with, with more hit points back.
Okay. Because I was thinking that it might also be because it's still low level. But I remember even when I couldn't use... Ooh, here it is. Back to my roots.
Oh, dang.
Oof. Yeah, see, that's why I run completely away from him. Yeah, if I got hit with that, I think it would have killed me. Yeah, these dudes are real tough. I mean, they're easy to kill, but like, yeah, they get hit you a few times and you're done. See, that's why I love the shield bash, because you can just ignore everything. So it don't care how strong the enemy is, how much damage they do. If you shield smash them, like, it'll just eat right through it. I was like, I guess the only thing you have to worry about is if they hit so hard that they drain all your stamina. Then you have to worry about not being able to react after you do it. But yeah, it gives you temporary invincibility. Here we go. So
not change from bandit to barbarian.
So you think? Yeah, I'm kind of going the barbarian path.
Huh?
More like you think I'm like a barbarian now?
Yeah, because they believe in like some barbarians believe in like raw, so you're fully powered dragons and stuff, and you're using a spike, a shield, so the animals stuff on you.
So I think I'm not thief arts anymore. I should be barbarian arts.
Because you're on a crossbow too. Not an old arrow.
That's fair. I didn't think about it. Yeah, I didn't think about it that way. Yeah, I was surprised that he died that quick. That's just so effective, my goodness.
Man, you got a lot of S's. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
You got a lot of flash. See, you didn't even pay attention to detail when you die or last goes out. You don't have to do that either.
He put my lights out?
Yeah, literally. Yeah, turning a lantern back there. That's what I'm saying. That's smart. You're saving time that goes to your minion.
Yeah, but I mean, if I'm being fair, you kind of learn a lot of like shortcuts when you do stuff like this. So for example, because I'm farming this area and you kind of get into a rhythm, everything's about saving time, you know? So that's kind of how you're thinking about it. It's just, how can I get back into the fight and then just start making adjustments? But I think from this point on, I just get poisoned every time because there's no point in even trying to avoid it. It's just one of those things where I just have to accept that that's part of the package. It's like, I'm gonna get poisoned, and that's just what it is.
Nice.
Yeah, see, that's my biggest thing with them, is that they can disengage from combat whenever they want. So see? Just be cheesy. Like every time he does something, I do something. Or it. Ooh, that move. I hate that. Ugh. Ooh, I didn't know you can block that. Okay. I thought that was unblockable. I guess I learned something. I guess you gotta block it a certain way. But I don't want to risk it. I'm just gonna dodge it. But yeah, you see how they just look like an old woman? It's just weird.
Yeah.
That's why I'm thinking, like, I'm still convinced that there's probably an area in the game where you're meant to confuse them as like an NPC, and then like you get kind of surprised or something. Or maybe they just chose to make them look like that. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell with these games.
Yeah.
I wish I'd have got a better picture. That's what I'm gonna do. When I come back here, I'm gonna see if I can get a really good picture.
Maybe you go back to their old I can get the Pillar of Fire like your old your previous thief from Dark Souls 2 or Dark Souls 1? Or Dark Souls 2?
Yeah, Dark Souls 2. That was the assassin though, but yes. That was the assassin arts. And you know what's interesting though? So I do agree with you that that would be cool. The only problem I would say is that there's already assassins in this game, and they're much cooler than anyone I've ever made.
Yeah.
So it's like,
they're pretty cool.
Yeah. Because, for example, if it was up to me, if I had an assassin and let's say that you did low damage, right? But the trade-off was that you had lifesteal, or if you had a certain weapon, when you attack your enemies with a certain attack, whatever health it takes, they can't heal that back, you know, like the assassins do here. That would be really cool. But there was never anything like that. Like the most I could do, which I thought was pretty funny, didn't last long though, was to go to the jail in Dark Souls 3 and kind of get people to lose to the jailers. Because they could do that to you. They could brand you and then make it so that you couldn't heal back up. So that was kind of fun, but you know, people kind of catch on and they're just like, yeah, I'm not doing that.
Whenever your spirit, poison doesn't affect them.
That's right. Poison doesn't affect spirits at all. Not even the enemies. Like you start to kind of learn that there's some consistency in this world, and I like it.
Yeah, at least he's smart too. He ran away a little bit to regroup himself. So.
Oh yeah, I can trust. I forgot what his name is. The Banished Knight, but yeah, I can trust him on his own. I mean, as long as I don't leave him out to dry in like a completely like unwinnable situation, he'll perform pretty good. I have to help him though in like situations where like it's just kind of unreasonable, and fighting 3 of those things at one time, like that's crazy. Like the fact that he can even do that is impressive. Because I can't, like, if one of them gets me, like, it's over. I think you kind of saw it already.
He doesn't like pussy. Like him.
Ah, yes.
You would have to.
See, it's little satisfying moments like that I love. And I think I go after the last one. And I did the math. So I think I'm pretty sure it's still a little fuzzy of how many enemies are in the lower section. I have like a little notepad of that, and approximately how many runes you get. But the upstairs, I'm not 100% sure, because I know there's.
Well, not bad. You about 30 minutes, you got 45,000 runes, so it's not bad, excluding the rune coins that you got.
Mm-hmm. And by the way,
looks like an average, if you calculate, it'll probably get around 45 to 60,000 runes probably from 30 minutes of harvesting. It's not bad. I'm not sure what level it is. I think you probably level your character up at least 2 levels.
Oh, that's all I did was just level myself up. Like, I was waiting sometimes until I had 50,000, and then I would just level up twice, and then just keep the rest of them until I got to like 50,000 again, and then just level up twice again, and then just keep repeating the process. But yeah, I was gonna say.
Blue.
But I don't remember. Yeah, what was it? I don't know how many nights there are up here. So I know there's 6 of them, guaranteed. But I'm not sure if it's 8 total or 7. I can't be sure. But that'll be a more accurate count of how many soldiers you can get runes from. But I don't think I've ever completely cleared the top area because it hasn't been worth it, I don't think. Yeah, there's like, don't get me wrong, they're pretty easy to kill, but like, yeah, if you make a mistake, they can take you out. Especially the one with the hammer. Oh my goodness, he's the most dangerous one because he does a lot of kicking. So if you rely on shields a lot, you'll end up dying instantly. Because he'll kick your shield, he'll do the little crit, and it'll kill you in one hit. And I think I wanted to try out
fire. Knocked him on his legs.
Yeah, I wanted to see how effective it was. Yeah, see, I think this is why I've never cleared it, because I don't know if it makes sense to go back up again, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe, I don't know. I guess just for the sake of like kind of sharing information of like exactly how many souls can you get, or runes. Yeah, exactly how many total, like if you just complete this entire area. So I guess I'll have to task myself with doing that one day so I can be really specific about this is what you get, you know, as of, you know, this version of the game. Because I'm sure they probably updated and changed it.
Disregard. Smack up. Dead.
Yeah, that shield bash is crazy. I don't know, that feels a little overpowered.
How you marked the little green animal? Is that like some monster that you ran to that you like?
So the green animal that I think that looks like a horse. So yeah. I marked the launch pads with that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it looks like a horse to me, so I don't know. That's what I was using it. Yeah, so because
yes, let me mark this.
Yeah, because I noticed the launch pads don't have a specific way of finding them on the map. So I started marking them with the thing that I thought looked like a horse.
Okay.
Hey, at least, listen, I think they look like a horse. I don't know. So I was just like, yeah, I'll use this. But, yeah, I think I'm probably a little... Okay, so this is me farming. So I think I'm showing you probably closer to maybe the last 4 or 5 vids that I recorded before I kind of stopped so I can get caught up. So yeah, this is pretty close to where I'm at, I think, in Caelid. The rest is just...
Academia?
Oh, what'd you say?
Academia?
Oh.
Something all the way down there? All the way down there?
Yeah, Ray Lucaria. By the way, I know it's down here. It's just that it's annoying. So I said, okay, so this time... Remember I was telling you I just was treating this like a regular area, and then the alpha wolf came out and tore me up because I didn't expect it. This time I'm just like, oh, no, I'm ready. I'm like, and clear. You're all dead. Then I kind of realized, oh, wait, that was overkill. I should tone it down a little bit. So I was like, okay, so I only probably need to breathe 1 time. So I was like, all right. Because I was expecting them to be tough, so... Yeah, that kind of surprised me that, like, they die so easily. I'm kind of lining them all up. This is why I love this move. You just clear them out. And you get it right back. So I was like, oh, okay. So this move is a lot stronger than I thought. Because if you do it properly, you can get it right back and you can just keep using it.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, yeah, like that's why I said finding out little stuff like that really helps you progress through the game in a easier way. So you have to find like little stuff like that. And then somehow I missed the 3rd one, so.
No, what you guys did? I'm going to have. Took their bones.
So right now I'm just kind of making sure that that the alpha wolf doesn't spot me before I spot it. Yeah, you see how the hitboxes are so accurate? I can't hit them. And I think the alpha wolf ends up spotting me. So then I'm just like, nope. Coming from the house. And then, yeah, I think this is weird. I think the alpha wolf is by itself. I don't remember. Yeah, I'm being super cautious. There it goes. That's the freaking alpha wolf. And I just unleash everything. Look how tough that thing is. That's crazy. Took the whole thing, man. So I think I used all my level ups to get this Dragon's Covenant thing or Communion seal as high as I possibly could for its level. Because I don't think I know how to get the sombering stones that it requires. Maybe. I think I can probably go to that place with the hands and get more, but I just haven't gone back yet. But I'm gonna go there now that I got my breath, and I'm just gonna farm. I'm just gonna farm it. Oh, you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. Watch this. I'm just like, all right, here we go. Yeah. Take all of that. And he's basically dead. So right now I'm just stalling him out. Mm-hmm. Good night. And to think I had trouble with that enemy. What? My goodness. I'm ashamed. And then basically this is kind of what I meant. So I got 2 modes. So that farming spot is to do 2 things. Level up and to just buy an obnoxious amount of ammo. So just level up to like 50,000 souls. Come to the nearest merchant and just buy up all their stuff.
Oh, there's such a wolf right there. I see that.
Mm-hmm. Just buy it all up.
The miracles that are strong, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, you got a whole bunch of that.
That's right, buddy. That's my new default ammo now. That way my character doesn't have any excuses. I got the best everything. So if I run into an area and I'm having trouble, I ain't supposed to be there. Because I'm just like, as you can see, I got the best everything. Right? I got the best ammo. As far as I know. Well, there's this other crossbow that looks like it might be automatic. I haven't used it yet because I love this one. But this one feels powerful to me. So I'm looking at it sort of like, okay, so I have the best bolt or a crossbow. I have really powerful, obnoxiously cheap dragon breath. I have dragon breath that can basically poison you, right? And then I got a shield that it makes me practically invincible as long as I have stamina. Oh, what'd you say?
Got a bleed stats on the shield too.
Ah, that's right. And it inflicts bleed. So, I mean, I'm pretty kitted out. You know what I mean? That's why I'm so confident in my character, because it's just like, I got so many abilities already. Mm-hmm. I think I just came here to just buy up all the stones.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever I could afford, just buy them all up. So I think I went and bought the limited edition ones. Oh, never mind. I thought I bought the limited edition ones first. But I guess I didn't.
There you go. You're buying them now. Okay. You're buying the maxed out ones.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna swarm my inventory with like all the best stuff. Yeah, no excuses. Everything's gonna be the best. Any weapon I find, I'm like, I like this. I'm gonna have all the stones to upgrade it. All of that.
And so you get the rune 9s. You got a couple of rune 4s. You got 5 of those. You ain't getting the rune 9s from the woman. Then give you that farming of it.
Well, see, the thing is, it's like, so there's a few things, and I'm sure you know this, but I'm just saying it for the sake of discussion. I already know I could go back in there, use a pickled fowl's foot, right? Boost the amount of runes. And then perhaps during one of those little events with the tree, which, they seem random. I don't know if they're scheduled. And then just every time I kill them, just rune 9s back to back. So like I said, it's just extra bonus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. But if you do, it's almost like you did extra, killing, which you actually didn't do. But and they're hard. That's the thing about, and I personally like hard runes, you know, that you can save for a rainy day. So like, say you're short a little bit, you can just crush one and be like, all right, there you go. So that's what I like doing. But I mean, I'm telling you obvious stuff because I know you do the same thing. At least I wouldn't suspect you do.
I would have leveled my weapon up a little bit. Like, I would have, even though weapons are all max 4 plus 4 already, so.
I think my flail at this point is +7.
Oh yeah, that's good. I found my sombering weapon.
Oh, I think my sombering, the only sombering weapon I have so far, I think
is that plasma?
Yes, but I think also the Dragon Communion Seal requires those too.
Okay.
So I think those are the 2 sombering weapons that I'm using. Yeah, so but I think the bow or the bolt, or I'm sorry, the crossbow is +5, I think. I don't remember. Yeah, see, this is what kind of happens when you're sort of far removed. But to be honest with you, I don't even really be thinking about it. Like, it's one of those things, like, if it kills stuff, like, I'm happy.
There you go.
It's only, like, if I feel like stuff's not dying fast enough, and then I kind of look and go to the Knights, I was going to call it the Knights Round Table, but the Round Table hole, and see if I can upgrade anything. Especially if I go to a new catacomb, then I'll see if any of the ghosts Glovewort can level up any of my banished knights or banished spirits, whatever you call them, spirit summons. There you go. Ah, see, she was trying to be cheap. Yeah, that's why I love that shield bash. Interrupts them, and it's interesting because I would say this is one of the first games where I prioritize leveling up my shield, because usually that's my last thing that I do, because normally it doesn't make sense to do that. You know what I mean? Like, if they block 100%, the only thing you're really increasing is the stability, which I guess is somewhat important, but like,
no, I'm just going to increase the attack.
Yeah. I know, right? Well, that one little hidden spot.
I know where they are, but it's like, I'm surprised they came out like that.
Well, see, that's kind of what I mean. Remember, like, it's those little moments. Like, so imagine, imagine I didn't have my lantern, and I'm fighting and all that chaos, and I'm wondering what the heck's biting me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that's for. That's exactly what I mean. It's stuff like that.
Nah, it's random, man. Yeah, it's like they normally don't come out like that.
Nah, that's what I be trying to tell you. Like, that's what you're describing. It's like when that one little weird thing happens, you're just like, what the heck was that? Yep, that's the game kind of saying, oh, this one time I'm gonna do this random thing, and then like it's gonna get you killed. And surprisingly, you know, and I'm sure you know, but those rats bite pretty hard, so.
Yeah, and they can give you a rot too.
Mm-hmm. So all it takes is for you to not be paying attention in all the chaos and get bit by the rat. The next thing you know, you're dead. And you're like, what the heck killed me? So yeah, that's what that's all about.
Yeah, I would have that berserk thing on them too.
And then I think if I go and kill this last one up here, that'll replenish my flask.
I like how they did that shit. Like, yeah, you can bring the horse for something that stops that. But it shows it, like you said, you make me see something that makes me not be able to do it, so I can accept it. And that's what they did in this game.
Oh, and by the way, here's the funny thing, is I'm starting to realize that, and it's kind of hard to say whether this is the case, because, alright, so let me say it first. So it seems like spirits have limitations that are pretty consistent, right? So if somebody appears to you as sort of like a specter, sort of like the Banished Knights are, it seems like, number one, like with your summons, for example, right? There's only certain places that they can appear, right? And it's I guess the rules are slightly different for different spirits, but it seems like it's also part of the lore. So I remember, like, for example, someone I think asking me to help them out, and they were a spirit, and I don't know, because here's two things that I noticed. So after talking to Ronnie, I noticed when I talked to E.G., Blyde, and that other dude, that they were sort of specters, like not quite like the spirit summons. They looked very different, but I remember I could talk to them, but you can only talk to them inside that tower, and once you leave it, they disappear, right? So there's something with them having like limited range, which is why I think if some of these NPCs and stuff are spirits, like Torrent, for example, that explains why they can't get into certain spots, you know? Rather than it just being like the game being like, oh, you can't come here because it'll be too cheap. It's like, yeah, but that's also part of the story, so. At least that's what it seems like. But the only weird part would be, and I would ask this question, is how the heck did they get into the graveyard to rescue you the first time? So that would be the only inconsistency, is I'd be like, wait, how'd they get in there the first time? Because I remember Torrent sniffing your hand, like when you were passed out. So yeah, that would be inconsistent. Yeah. Yeah, this dude's dangerous. I think there's two of them too. There's one here, and then there's one on the other side.
Yeah, your old weapon, the pickaxe.
I know, right? That's the only reason I think I know how to kill him so easily, is because I know that weapon so well. I don't know, I like little stuff like that. But he's very, very dangerous. Like, I think the first time I encountered him, he one-shot me. Because I wasn't expecting him to kick. So I was blocking, thinking that, Oh, and by the way, you know when I do the shield bash? Did you know, he can just kick me out of it. Oh, he'll do it too. Like, if I try to use it to bully him, he'll just be like, man, if you don't get that out of here. And it counts. Like, I'll use up focus points and stamina, and right when I'm doing it, I'll just kind of like back up because he kicked me out of it. So yeah, he can tear me up. Now it won't stun me. Like, he can only stun me if I'm just standing there blocking. But if I try to shield bash, he can just, like, you know, stop me from doing it with a kick. And he'll do it on purpose too. Not like by coincidence. Like, he'll purposely like do it to stop me from bullying him. So I'm like, oh, y'all smart, huh? I don't remember what I posted here. But I think my two most successful messages are my advice to beat the Black Assassin.
Okay.
I could never remember Black Knife Assassin. And I think another message that I was gonna say in Raya Lucaria, but that's not true. This is in the manor that's a little further up to the north. They look similar because they're both magic places, but it's the one where you have to get past like this weird booby trap, where like magic is like shooting from the sky and you have to outrun it with torrent.
Yeah, with the hands. Hold the hands in there.
Yes. It's almost hard to remember because Raya Lucaria and that place are very similar in style, but yes, Raya Lucaria has the cuckoo puppets and the manor has the weird hands. So yes, you're correct. And you know what's weird is those hands are creepy. Because did you notice like it's a pair of hands that looks like it's massaging something?
Yeah.
I was like, what is that? It's just, I feel like some weird, creepy mage is responsible for making those things. And they're like a representation of him. And you know who I want to accuse, right? That's that dude with the creepy mask that works for Ronnie. I feel like, yeah, I feel like he's responsible for that. Yeah, I know I'm probably jumping to conclusions, but I really don't like him, so anything bad about the game is his fault. That's how much I don't like him.
Yeah, that guy's grimy, man. He's very grimy.
Oh yeah, I know. That's why as soon as she gives the okay, I'm gonna kill him.
What's that George name helped write the script for? What's that him and incest?
Wait, excuse me?
Incest.
Oh, you know why? Oh, because he bases a lot of his stories off of actual history.
Okay.
And here's the weird part, right? You know how there's like a lot of racism now where like people consider themselves in classes like, oh, these are the black people and these are the white people and these are the red people and these are the yellow people, right? And
yeah,
now they're like, this is how we keep our bloodline pure, right? Well, before that, it was like, if you wanted to keep your bloodline pure because it was like royal and all that weird stuff, they would marry within the family.
Yeah, I know that. But
yeah,
it is weird. Yeah, like, dude, Elden Ring has something incest in it. I was like, that is weird. Okay.
I mean, it's historically accurate though. And I guess one of the things you can take away is that it adds to like, I can't even really say the realism, but more so like the believability, I guess, of the world. You know? Because listen, if to them that detail was important, I have to assume that maybe it contributes to the story in a way I can't quite wrap my head around. Because, like, for example, this...
I would accept it as, like, a real world, but this is not real world, it's fantasy world, that's why. So.
I mean, that's true, but also, the crazy thing is you see that shield I got?
Yeah.
Like, that's just some shield I found in Caelid somewhere, next to some giants, right? And I know for a fact that this shield has seen some action. And some guy has decided, I don't know why, to bury some spikes in there. And I thank him for it. Because it's just like, I'm going to use it that way. And you see how gritty it looks? Like, you know this thing's been used. And there's a story there, you know? Like, I don't know. They know what they're doing, you know? So if they want to add incest, like, you know, I'm not gonna complain. Listen, if this game was trash, then I might talk bad about it, but...
I just thought Rick, he did that in, he just writes a lot. He did it in Game of Thrones. I don't watch Game of Thrones, but he did it in Game of Thrones. And I said, and I was like, yeah. I watched a YouTuber, and he made a cut joke. He said, yeah, you know, it's George Martin because there's incest in there. I was like, what? I was like, yeah, it's Sam. I was like, it's in Elden Ring, and it's in, Game of Thrones.
Well, it's a few things. Oh, you see that? Oh, you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how messed up. That's how quick you can die. But yeah, it's just like, you know, George R.R. Martin has like a few things. These are like his signatures to me, right? So the one thing is he has to have main characters you care about die, right? to me, that's his number one signature, right? His second signature is he has to have scenes, like intimate scenes, with somebody that's young, like especially a girl. She has to be a young girl who's messing around with an older guy, right? Daenerys Targaryen is like a perfect example of that. And then Sansa Stark and I forgot the dude's name. Bolton, Ramsay Bolton. So that's another one, right? Another signature one is, like you said, incest. Like there's got to be incest in there. And then I think the last signature one that he has is I think, well, I don't even know if the show portrays this correctly, but he does a lot of perspective writing. So a lot of the characters, well, a lot of the scenes are looked through the eyes of the characters. So for example, with Sansa, she has a very teenage perspective of the world, and the story's written that way, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
So that's sort of like his signatures, you know? So if he was to create a world, it's got to have its incest. You know, that's like mandatory. Like, especially if they're like higher, like higher, I don't even know if you say beings, but people who consider themselves better than everybody else, or like they're special or something like that, they're always like engaging in incest. Like that's sort of like a mandatory thing for him. So like the Targaryens are a perfect example of that. Now luckily, and you know, it's kind of because the story progresses, but way back then, like this is like a long time ago, I think it's all a Song of Ice and Fire, but like specifically where the Game of Thrones takes place, the series, way before that, there were different, I can't even say races of Targaryens, but like there were different tribes. So they could intermarry other Targaryens, but like they were from a different tribe. But I think what happened is a lot of them ended up dying from some kind of disaster from their native homeland, and there started being very few of them. And of course they had a civil war, and that killed a lot of Targaryens too. So now there's not a whole lot of them, you know. So in order to keep their bloodline pure, you know, they just started engaging in incest. Oh, and then the perfect example.
Why you didn't live there?
I'm not sure. How long was I standing there for?
20 seconds.
Okay. Yeah, I think I probably.
You know how much the poison was carrying you out?
Maybe. I don't know. I think I was playing in between, also doing other stuff.
Oh, okay, I can see that. That looks like you're doing something else then.
Yeah, I was trying to just squeeze in.
You can't about to die from the poison. You better go or something.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like like you said, I'm in no real danger here.
Yeah.
So that's why I was just like, it don't really matter. Yeah, if I died, I'd just, you know, came back and.
Back to grab your runes.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't have mattered. But yeah, I'll do the math for you one day, so I can tell you specifically how much this place is worth, and then give you a theoretical perfect run of how many runes you can get, if in theory, you know. Oh, what'd you say?
You guys have everything for you.
Oh yeah. Oh, but yeah, what I was saying is, I didn't even think about it. A perfect other example of
level 70, okay.
Oh, what'd you say?
You're level 70.
Okay.
You're level 70.
Okay. Yeah. Dang, I didn't even think I was level 70 yet.
You said you're 100. So it's good. You're 30 levels lower than what you thought for.
Okay.
God, you're 100. You should be doing more damage than that. But yeah, 70 is about right.
Okay, so that means I didn't level my character up poorly. I wasn't sure because my stats are kind of spread out everywhere, so usually that's bad for these games, but I just decided to go.
You focus a lot on your stamina, so looks like you can carry a lot of weight too. I bet your character can carry a lot of weight because you raise your stamina so high.
Oh, maybe. I feel like this shield is heavy enough, so. But it's like I said, the last thing is probably going to be getting a chest plate, and then I think I'm probably going to be complete as far as my armor. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Nice.
See how I can just bully right past them. Oh, I love it. Oh, I wonder why I ran away from that situation. That seemed.
I guess unfair.
Yeah, but I don't know. That seemed very low stakes, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm assuming that like maybe like somebody was calling me for something, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to engage. That's what that seems like. Cause I don't know. That felt like it was very low stakes. Maybe I just didn't like it. I don't know. Cause I see I'm going back, so I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. That didn't seem like I was at risk of anything. So. Yeah, I don't know. I'm wondering. Yeah, I don't know. Why am I doing that?
Separating them?
Ah, okay. Divide and conquer. That makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. You know what else I like? I like that the flail seems like when you hit them to like rip skin off.
Yeah.
Like it attaches to him and it just goes rip, but you know, with like weird animations though. That's interesting.
And you like that weapon right there. There's a better version of it.
Oh man, I can't wait to find it. Because I really love it. I didn't think that I'd be switching because it's just so good. But if there's a better version, you better know it.
Yeah, I was using it for a little while. Kane was like, talked about it. What's that? You're using that? I was like, yeah.
Oh, and my favorite thing too, especially in PvP, is you can't parry it. Yep. It's an unparryable weapon. So if there's enemies in this game that have the ability to like parry, yeah, I can just eat right through it.
Alright, smart. Oh, because it's a chain, so it makes sense. It's kind of like a whip, maybe.
So I don't know. I like little stuff like that. Yeah, little passive things that makes you not have to worry about certain mechanics.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love making characters.
That kind of makes sense. Like, how do you parry a ball and chain? Unless you like perfectly aim, hit the ball perfectly, smacking the ball back.
I mean, I get what you're saying 100%. But you know, games be gaming. Yeah, but games be gaming sometimes. So
Games be gaming.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So, but you know, this is a From Software game, and see, that's the big difference, you know. And I think I just buy as many as I can get. So, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm not gonna stop until I get like a full chest of like all of that stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna be in this area for a good while, which is why.
You didn't level your shield at all. You didn't level your shield up. You're playing the whole way. You should level your shield up. It raises the physical attacks.
Oh, I didn't raise it up at all?
No, it's still level 1.
Oh wow, I thought
level 1.
Oh shoot, I thought I invested in it. Oh, I guess not.
There, 3. It did, yeah, 3.
Okay.
It's plus 3. But you can still level up more there.
Oh yeah. I just didn't think it was necessary just yet. And plus, just at level 3 is doing work, so I can already imagine, if I get it like the same level as my weapons, forget about it. Yeah, these enemies don't stand a chance.
Okay. It ends there.
All right. Any final thoughts?
No, I saw some nuances that I didn't like, common things that should think about, but sometimes when you're playing, you don't do it, like putting the lantern into your inventory, so it makes it very easy. I never did that. I like watching you play. I was like, oh, that was very convenient.
Yeah.
And that is a good farming area for that area for what you're doing. So that's that from where it is too. So.
And I have to assume in New Game Plus that a lot of the areas play similar roles, but you just get more stuff, I mean, I haven't played it yet, so I'm not sure. So I'm guessing no matter what new game cycle you're in, that's probably a good area, But I'll have to see if I find something better.
My thing when I was harvesting, I was doing the trail of the back in the original area with the trail that had the 2 giants pulling the carriage. I just ran through that course, keep going in circles and killing all the monsters.
Yeah, I mean, hey, listen. If that worked, well, I can tell you, like, my original first farming spot was that little crab part in the lake.
Yeah, I go there to kill the crabs, and then I teleport myself back to Grace, and then start all over again.
Well, here's the thing. There's one more spot that I would recommend. So right over the hill, there's a battle between some demi-humans and some soldiers.
Yep, I killed those people too.
Yes, I would recommend doing that real quick.
And I even climb up the hill where there's plant monsters and kill those monsters too.
So the only reason I recommend that though is just because of the drops, not necessarily because of the runes. That's a good place to get the stones, the little glowing stones, and ammo for your crossbow. So, and string too. I almost forgot about that. It's a good place to get string. Now I don't know what string is used for just yet, but it's a crafting material that I don't have a whole lot of, so I have to assume that it's somewhat rare. So yeah. Well, I am exhausted. So I'm going to say thank you very much for joining me today.
You're welcome.
And I guess I will see you and everybody else next time.
Yep, see you next time.
All right. Peace.
Peace.